Hello everybody, happy 400th birthday to the Pilgrims. Yes, 400 years ago when I was in school, I'm 57, when I was in school it was taught. It's such a big deal. I understand now they don't teach it much anymore, but 400 years ago today, the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock. Now did you know, by the way, they actually landed in Provincetown way back on November 11th of 1620, which is about 90 minutes away, and then they didn't get to Plymouth Rock for, over a month, about a month and a half later. So a lot of people don't know that. But anyway, right on Veterans Day, that's kind of interesting. But did the Pilgrims resort to cannibalism to survive, eat each other? Well, no, as far as we know. However, now I'm right up here in Yorktown, Virginia, right up the road in Jamestown, Virginia, where we argue about that first Thanksgiving between Virginia and Massachusetts, but in Jamestown, Virginia, very similar situation. Yes, they did resort to cannibalism. It was called the Starving Time, 1609 to 1610, that winter, and they were very ill prepared. They didn't even plan on growing food. They didn't bring along experts in agriculture, and they thought they were going to be able to barter. They were very naive, and then they ended up getting trapped in their fort because of their disputes with the Native Americans. They ended up having to resort to cannibalism. This was just confirmed a few years ago, by the way, with some new technology that this took place. So pretty gruesome. And in Jamestown, kind of ironic, in Jamestown over that winter of 1609 to 1610, about 430 out of 500 people died. Virginia, we've got pretty mild winters here, so it was just, come on. But they were trapped in that fort. Whereas up in New England, where the winters there are just brutal. We used to live in New England, and about half the Pilgrims died, 1620 to 1621, about 50 out of 100. So then they had the Thanksgiving. So the first Thanksgiving here was December 4th, 1619, and then the one up north was 1621, autumn, around November, late November. But anyway, yes, so the answer is Pilgrims, no. Jamestown, yes, they did resort to eating each other to survive. So. And most of them did survive anyway, so that must have just been horrible. Like that, wasn't there a soccer team that in the mountains? That I remember that movie. So yes, it did happen. So when you look back on history, boy, you think about the Pilgrims coming across 400 years ago today in a wooden ship, a tiny wooden ship, and they didn't know about hurricanes. I mean, whatever your opinion on them, because I know everybody's got a political opinion about them, but they were brave to get in that ship. They wanted religious freedom, and that's really going all out for religious freedom. I've got to give them points for that because I wouldn't do it. So, but anyway, that's it. And trivia question. I didn't ask a trivia question. How many people died on the Mayflower on the way over? How many people died on the Mayflower on the way over? 0, 1, A0. B1, A0, B1, C2, or D3. I'll give you a few seconds to pause and I'll give away the answer. Okay, the answer is B1. One person died on the way over and a baby was born. So they ended up, it was 102 people, stayed the same. So can't imagine a woman having a baby on that ship, and I can't imagine dying on a ship, Just, we're having a rough year in 2020, but 1620 was pretty rough too. Well, that's it. And happy 400th anniversary, Pilgrims. We'll see you in the next question. Goodbye.